opinions expressed in the following program are not necessarily those of Shaw Cable Systems or of the station. Through our access policy, we provide the opportunity for community groups and individuals to express their points of view.
Welcome to the Huddle. I love our intro.
So do I.
Yeah,
it's fun up here with you.
It's always fun.
Yeah.
Taylor, Mackey, the Huddle, community created on Shaw TV. Thanks for joining us this week. We have a huge high school show coming up, and a huge show for our under 18 program. It's funny, Braden Chang, who will be our first guest on the show, when you walked into the studio, oh, wow, that's Coach Mackey.
Yeah, I know. As if I'm like a mean coach or something like that.
You're like Vince Lombardi to these kids.
I should be in school or something. I should be working out.
Under 18 program's pretty good, though.
Yes.
I have to laugh. Mackey came in a few days ago lamenting about his offensive line, and now he comes in going, we look pretty good.
Yeah, you know what? It's kudos to the coaching. It's, you know, we've done
not
position specific. The players that comes through, you know.
Boy, have you changed really, since 2007 when you were a player and won the Vanier Cup, and now you're a coach. It's all about coaching.
You know, we've changed the format from our U18 program, and we've gone to these position-specific camps, and this is where the kids learn about the fundamentals, the basics, and then you put them all together, and it's, you know, we're installing the offense at first, and it kind of looks a little bit shaky, and that's why, you know, I'm a guy that's up and down. He's like, we're winning gold. Oh, we suck. We should fold the program. I'm kind of like that all the time, you know. It's but on Tuesday we had our first team, and we looked great on offense. I thought we looked really powerful. We're going to be contenders in the Canada Cup. Again, next week I could come on and just be like, no, let's just not talk about it. But no, we're looking really good, and I was really impressed with our offensive line and the way that it's come through, and it's a kudos to Coach Boshin and Stephen Fettis for helping out there and really making these guys into men. Well,
we got a couple today from the under 18 program. It's a high school show. We got Braden Chang from the Murdoch McKay Klansmen. We have 3 members of the Grant Park Pirates: Clark Gray, linebacker, Zack Greenberg, who is both a tight end and a defensive end, and Matt Garfield, the quarterback. And we also have Jesse Parisian from the under 18 program from the Sisler Spartans.
That's right.
Got to say that right, Sizzler. I think of the American restaurant.
I think you're hungry.
The Sisler Spartans. When we come back, we'll get all that started. Braden Chang is going to be the first guinea pig today. The first one. We'll have Braden first. We're going to do that right after this. You're listening to and watching The Huddle, community created on Shaw TV.
Hi, this is Leon Senarini from Team Manitoba, and you're watching The Huddle on Shaw TV.
Welcome back to The Huddle. Scott Taylor, along with Braden Chang, who is just listed on Football Canada chat lines as one of the top 100 high school players in the country. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
What are you, 85th?
Yeah, I was 85.
That's great, right across the country. What do you owe to that? Why did that happen?
Hard work, I guess. Hard work and playing hard.
And it's a pretty good team you're with now too. This Murdoch team's going to be tough this year.
Yeah, we got lots of talented players this year.
It makes it a lot easier, doesn't it, when you play with good players?
Yeah, obviously it does. If you know, people making you look good gets you looking good, you know.
Tell us a little bit about school. You told me that you're averaged about 97. You're doing well.
Yeah, this semester I've done quite well. I had about a 97 average this semester in my midterm, so try to keep that up.
So next year, what's your plan?
My grade 12 year?
Yeah.
Same.
Are you taking sciences, arts classes?
I'm taking one science. I'm mostly in trades right now, but I'm just trying to pretty much take as many classes as I can.
Now, have you talked to some Canadian schools already? You're only in grade 11, but,
yeah,
but I know they start sniffing around.
Yeah, I've talked to a few. That's pretty much what I've been thinking about now is university, what classes I need to take to get into university. So, yeah, I talked to a couple. I talked to Coach Dobie last night at the soccer complex, actually. So he wants to have a meeting when he gets back from the CFL draft panel.
Right.
So
Okay, tell us a little bit about this under-18 team that you're playing on, the Team Manitoba. You play in the blue and gold game. Tell us about the practices. Have you enjoyed it? What's it been like?
Yeah, they completely changed up the system this year the way they did it last year, so I actually really liked it. I was a little skeptical on it at first, but after we got to experience it, it was a lot better. We would start off with two practices just with your position, and you would do like fundamentals, you do steps, you do all that, and then we'd have one competition period with 2 hours of competition against the D-line, linebackers with running backs, and then we just started up our team practices with everybody yesterday at the soccer complex, and we have another one today, and then from there they cut for blue and gold, and then you get the whole week of practice, the blue and gold game, and then from there they cut for final selection.
Right, you excited?
Yeah, I'm excited, yeah.
What they got you playing?
O-line, anywhere really they need me.
So you're not just a tackle, you're playing some guard too?
I play tackle, guard, center, wherever they need me to play really.
Outstanding. And the big game comes up May 4th?
Yeah, May 4th.
At Eastside Eagles?
Yeah.
That's like home, isn't it?
I believe so, yeah, pretty close.
Pretty close to home field. Okay, you gonna play 10 questions with me?
Yeah.
We're gonna play 10 questions. It's always fun. I love doing this with the high school guys. And today's 10 questions are as easy as it gets. Your favorite sports team?
The Baltimore Ravens.
That's interesting. We haven't, it's interesting we haven't had a Winnipeg Jets fan yet. Surprises me.
They make it hard.
They made it your favorite athlete?
Michael Orr.
Very nice. Your favorite movie?
Blindside
has to be if it's going to be Michael Orr. Favorite TV show?
That's a tough one. I like Sports Center, I guess.
Okay, that works. Your favorite style of music?
I like all type of music, right through to country to hip hop, right through. So.
Yeah, that's like a lot of guys. Your favorite entertainer?
Entertainer, Kevin Hart.
That's an interesting choice. What do you like to do when you're not playing football?
Most of the time, I like to train like every other football player. I like training because it makes me better, obviously, but at the same time, you also need to enjoy high school. So I like to hang out with friends when I'm not training in my off time, but definitely training is a big one for me.
Your favorite subject in school?
What is it? Math right now, I think. Math or science, one of the two.
You'll be just fine then. Your favorite sport to play if you're not playing football?
Basketball. Definitely basketball.
You playing for the Klansmen?
No, I'm probably not going to play, but I did enjoy playing basketball when I played. So.
And the question that everybody waits for, Betty or Veronica?
Betty.
You say that with concern. Yeah. You're not quite sure. Braden Chang, thanks so much, and congratulations. The 85th best high school football player, according to Football Canada's chats. When we come back, we're going to talk to a whole slew of people. We got just a big lineup coming up. It's going to be the largest group of people we've had on the set yet, and that's coming next on The Huddle. Thanks, Braden.
Thank you.
Seat. A message from the Foundation for a Better Life.
Welcome back to The Huddle. As promised, the largest group ever on The Huddle at one time. We have the entire Grant Park Pirates football team. It's everybody you need. You got a receiver, a quarterback, and a linebacker. You really don't need anybody else. That we've finished the job. To my far left, Zack Greenberg, receiver, Grant Park. To my immediate left, Matt Garfield, the quarterback of the Pirates, number 1, of course. He's got to be a quarterback. And to my right, Clark Gray, number 52, the team's linebacker. So probably if I ask a defensive question, it'll be of you.
Sounds good.
You guys are all in grade 10, heading into grade 11 next year. You're going to play Double-A. What's the prognosis? Is this going to be a good team?
Yeah, we got a lot of young players on the team. Not many returning grade 12s, but it's looking good so far in practice.
So you're in your spring practices now.
Yeah.
Are you having fun? That's all that really matters. Are you having a good time?
Yeah, we're having a good time. We practice every week from Friday and Saturday, as well as morning practices on Tuesday. There's a lot of hardworking players out there, and it looks like we're going to have a good team this year.
How does the offense look?
Great. A lot of good receivers, great running backs.
You battling for a position, or are you okay as the quarterback?
I think I'm good this year.
You think you're good? I think you're all right. Tell us about the defense. What's happening?
We look good. We got a lot of new guys coming from different schools all around the city, so it looks good. We got great front seven, and our DBs look good. So,
when it comes to not just playing football, but being part of a football team, Zach, what is it you like best about what you do?
I like the team atmosphere. Like everybody's I like how everybody's not trying to be like themselves, like getting their own stats. I like how everybody's like being team, like good job, man. Like.
So you like the camaraderie of this?
Yeah, I like being. It's like I just like the whole team atmosphere.
Matt, what do you like?
I like having everyone play as a group and coming out with wins.
It is winning and losing in the end, isn't it?
Yeah.
If you're a competitive player?
Yeah, of course.
So what's going to be the toughest thing you face this season? Which teams are the ones that you most fear?
The Calvins, the River Easts, older teams than us, but
yeah.
I think we have a shot.
Even with the young guys?
Yeah.
Defense, can you handle these other teams?
I think we can. Should be good. Yeah.
You don't look like you could hurt anybody. I hate to say that. You're the nicest looking kid we've ever had in this show. When we come back, we're going to play 10 questions with each one of them. Our best time this year, 3 guys, 10 questions each. We'll do that when we come back. This is the Huddle, community created on Shaw TV. We never break our promises on this show. It is the Huddle. I'm Scott Taylor, and it is time for 10 questions. And we're going to do it individually with our Grant Park Pirates. We're going to start with the quarterback, Matt Garfield. When did you start playing football?
Age 7 with the Crestwood Grizzlies Terminator.
A new team now, aren't they?
Yeah.
The Corden
Comets.
The Corden Comets. The former Crescentwood Grizzly, Matt Garfield, our quarterback, has decided to be the first guinea pig for our 10 questions today. Your favorite sports team?
Minnesota Vikings.
Yay! Finally a Vikings fan. Your favorite athlete?
Got to be Russell Wilson.
Okay, you wouldn't say Christian Ponder? My goodness. Your favorite movie of all time?
Got to be The Blind Side.
It is a great, great movie. Your favorite TV show?
Probably 2.5 Men.
That's pretty close. Your favorite style of music?
Probably hip hop.
I like hip hop too. Your favorite entertainer?
Jerry D.
Good choice. What do you like doing when you're not playing football?
A lot of working out in the off season. Grant Park's got a great strength and conditioning program all year. Hanging out with friends, playing basketball.
Your favorite sport away from football?
It is basketball.
Do you playing with the Pirates?
Yep.
Outstanding. What's your favorite subject in school?
Probably geography.
Lots of geography people today. And the question that everyone waits for, Betty or Veronica?
Betty.
Good choice. Matt Garfield, the quarterback of the Grant Park Pirates. This is our first segment on 10 questions, and we got 3 of them to do, so we've got to get through this stuff. We'll be right back. This is the Huddle, community created on Shaw TV. Thanks, Matt. We're back for 10 questions, this time with Clark Gray, linebacker of the Grant Park Pirates. You didn't even start playing football in grade 9.
No, that's right. Just started in grade 9. Kind of fell in love with the sport, started training hard, and yeah.
Well, I can understand guys starting later.
Yeah.
But maybe being pushers like offensive linemen, or maybe being skilled guys like receivers.
Yeah.
You walked into being a linebacker.
Yeah. Well, I actually started my first year as a safety, and my next year I grew a bit, so they put me at linebacker, and I loved it. And I
assume you like the hitting.
Well. I love the contact.
I can always tell when you talk to a linebacker, the first thing they like is the contact.
Yeah.
I like 10 questions. That's what we're going to play. You ready to play?
Yes, sir.
Okay, your favorite sports team?
Baltimore Ravens.
A lot of those. Favorite athlete?
Ray Lewis.
Oh, of course it is. Don't you love the helmet he wore?
Yeah.
Just love that helmet. Your favorite movie?
I have to go with The Longest Yard.
First one, second one?
First one.
Yes, a classics fan. Favorite TV show?
Right now I'm actually into Survivor. Right.
I have Reynold Toffler in the pool. Hope he can hang on. Your favorite style of music?
I actually like all music. It doesn't even matter. I'll listen to it all.
So your favorite entertainer?
I got to go with Childish Gambino.
Oh, good choice.
Yeah.
What do you like doing away from football when you're not?
I pretty much dedicate all my time to working out. So when I have a few minutes, I like to hang out with friends.
But you're lifting most of the time.
Yeah, morning, lunch, and after school.
I like that.
Yeah.
Your favorite sport when you're not playing football?
Wrestling. I'm a wrestler. So.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
No wonder you're working out so much.
Yeah.
Your favorite subject in school?
Biology, I gotta say.
So you're gonna be a science guy?
Maybe.
You'll be able to play college football anywhere you want. The question of the day, Betty or Veronica?
I got to go with Veronica.
There you go. Rebecca gets another one. Thanks. You did a great job.
Thanks for having me.
Clark Gray, linebacker. Grant Park Pirates. We're going to do one more Grant Park Pirate before we're done. Zack Greenberg is going to join us for our final game of 10 questions. This is the Huddle Community created on Shaw TV. And welcome back to the Huddle. It's 10 questions number 3. Was Zack Greenberg tight end? Wide receiver, tight end?
Defensive end.
So you play both ways?
Yes.
Yeah, you look like a defensive end. How tall are you now?
I am 5'10".
But getting bigger, because you're only 15.
Yeah.
Now, you started as a young player in Terminator, right?
Yeah, with Crescentwood.
Which is now Corden.
Yeah.
Everybody's changing their names.
Yeah.
But the Grant Park Pirates are not changing their name.
Nope.
You'll be all ready to play next year with the varsity team. Okay, it's time for 10 questions. You ready?
Yeah, all right.
Okay, your teammates have done a pretty good job.
Yeah.
See how good you are. Favorite sports team?
Green Bay Packers.
As a Vikings fan, I never liked the Packer answer very much. Your favorite athlete?
Before he left, Brett Favre, but now it would be Clay Matthews.
That's a great choice. Your favorite movie of all time?
My favorite movie is probably Friday Night Lights.
Yeah, it's a dandy. Your favorite TV show? Friday Night Lights.
No.
It was pretty good on TV.
It was all right. Yeah. Not as good as the movie, though. I got to say the Huddle on Shaw TV.
I love it. Great.
Or
you can come on next week.
Or Survivor as well.
Reynolds. He's got to win. There's a lot of money riding on Reynolds. Your favorite entertainer?
Jerry D as well.
A lot of Jerry D fans.
Yeah.
He's
hilarious.
Pretty popular guy. What do you like doing away from football?
Just working out in the off season, training. I like playing basketball as well.
Did you play varsity too? JV?
JV.
Yeah. So you're a basketball player as well as a football player. Your favorite sport that isn't football, I guess, is basketball.
Yes.
What's your favorite subject in school?
My favorite subject in school has to probably be phys ed. Or
good choice.
Or
I could pass phys ed. I
also like biology and English.
You're going to be just fine. You'll be a good university football player. Where's Coach Mackey? Get ready to recruit this guy. The question that everybody wants to know the answer to, and certainly everybody at Grant Park probably wants to know the answer to, Betty or Veronica?
It's a tough one. It really is.
You're going to break the tie for Grant Park.
Gotta say Veronica.
And Rebecca, our floor director, is the happiest person in the room as Veronica wins 2-1 at Grant Park. Thanks, Zach. You're great.
Thank you.
I understand your dad was a football player.
Yes, he was.
And a good one.
Yes, very good.
Al?
Yeah.
Tremendous player. Zack Greenberg, our tight end, defensive end from the Grant Park Pirates. You guys were just great sports. Thanks for coming on.
Thanks
the Grant Park Pirates getting ready for AA next year. When we come back, we'll have lots more. This is The Huddle, community created on Shaw TV.
Hi, I'm Andrew Harris of the BC Lions. You're watching The Huddle, community created on Shaw TV.
The countdown is over, and we're back on The Huddle, community created on Shaw TV. Scott Taylor, along with Jesse Parisian, who is a star with the Sisler Spartans, as you can tell. It's Spartan football. It's North End football. You're a grade 10 student now, heading into grade 11.
Yep.
But you are playing with the under 18 program.
Yes, sir.
Tell us how that's going.
It's going pretty good. My goal is to make the first cut and go on from there.
So the game is this weekend, so the big cuts are coming.
Yep.
What do you think you have to do to make this team?
Practice hard, do my best, and go 110%.
Where do they have you playing?
Guard.
So you're a pretty big guard. What are you, 6'4", 6'3"?
60.
Just 6'2", and how much?
275.
Ah, tiny guy. You're not as big as I thought you were. Tell us about the program. What have you enjoyed most about it? What's been the best part?
Just U18 or?
Yeah.
Meeting new guys and just competing for your position and going all out on it.
It's been a lot of fun?
Yeah, it's been really good.
Tell us about the Spartans. What kind of team are you going to have next year?
We have lots of good players coming up and some new guys, some guys moving on, and it's going to be a pretty good team this year.
Well, I'm going to ask you the vaunted 10 questions, because every time we get the high school guys on, we got to ask the 10 questions. So here we go. Your favorite sports team?
Jets.
Yay! We got a Winnipeg Jets fan, the first one. Favorite athlete?
Brett Favre, I guess.
I like Brett Favre too.
Yeah.
Favorite movie?
Longest Yard.
Yeah, I like that one. The original or the second one?
The second one.
The second one. Your favorite TV show?
That's a hard one, actually.
X Factor.
X Factor.
Sure, X Factor. Your favorite style of music?
Rock.
Classic?
Yeah.
Classic rock fan. Your favorite entertainer?
Entertainer? Not really sure.
Not even sure. Don't have a favorite. What do you like doing when you're away from football?
Well, I play football outside with my friends, but I usually play games with them or
just hanging with your buddies, right?
Hanging with them, yeah.
What sport do you like to play when you're not playing football?
Soccer or basketball.
You're a big soccer guy. You goaltender?
No.
Wow. I'd stay out of your way. Your favorite subject in school?
Geography.
I like geography too. Good for you. And the classic, the question that everybody waits for, Betty or Veronica?
Veronica, definitely.
I like Veronica too. Veronica's standing right over there behind the camera. Thanks, Jesse, and have a great season and enjoy the big game this coming weekend.
Yeah, I will.
The blue and gold game next weekend, I guess, the 4th of May at Eastside Eagles Field. The under-18 game goes at 1:30 and the under-16 game goes at 10:30. It'll be a great, great weekend. May 4th at Eastside Eagles Field. Jesse Parisian from the Sisler Spartans. When we come back, lots more. This is the Huddle, community created on Shaw TV.
I'm Teague Sherman of the Winnipeg Blue Bombers. You're watching the Huddle on Shaw TV.
Welcome back to the Huddle. Scott Taylor along with Nathan Friesen, the offensive coordinator and quarterbacks coach of the Winnipeg Rifles. But this week, you've got something special going on. Tell us about the camp coming up.
Yeah, the North End Skills Camp. It's the second year running now. The first year we started, it was in coordination with the St. John's Tigers and the Tech Vac Hornets. And we thought that we'd give some inner city school kids an opportunity at a cheap camp with great coaching. Okay, economical camp is the way we like to use it, because it's not cheap. You guys are out there working pretty hard. This is going to be a pretty good camp. Yeah, I mean, it's not cheap because it's a labor of love, and it was actually started with Dan Keith and I. We were noticing the boom in the sport of football in our province, and a lot of camps that were opening up, and we thought, you know, his players don't always have the opportunities to go to these camps, and so, you know what, we thought we should give them the opportunity to do that. So what will happen this weekend? What'll the kids do? Well, this is because a lot of the inner city schools, they don't necessarily have a lot of feeder systems. Right. So lots of their kids are starting from the very bottom. They're beginning their football basics. So we start with the football basics. And actually, part of that part of the camp is introducing coaches to the sport of football as well. This weekend we'll also be including a level 1 coaching clinic. Great. So it kind of briefs football for the introduction level for both football players and coaches. So when you talk about the kids that are going to be at this camp, you talk about it being a labor of love. You're going to be working with a lot of kids who have never played before. Oh, for sure. The school's participating this year. Camp's growing. Tech Vac, St. John's, as well as there's a relationship with Thompson, Artie Parker. Right, of course, yeah. They're coming and bring down. Those kids down, yeah, that's great. That's terrific. And then as well, Maples and possibly Sisler and Churchill. So these are kids probably, what, grade 9, 10 that 9, are just 10, starting 11. To play? Yeah. Anybody who has the opportunity to play next year, graduating players we're not bringing to this camp because this is supposed to help these programs develop to be competitive for next year. That's part of the whole reason of the camp, is that we really want to make the inner city programs more competitive as the suburban programs continue to grow. They're becoming very good, and we want the inner city schools to feel like they're competitive still. Right. And that's one of the ideas. So everyone from those schools is invited? Of course. Except for graduating players? Yes, exactly. We want to invite as many kids as possible. The more the merrier. The more coaches, the better. If we can get 100 players, that'd be great. If we can get 150, even better. What time and where? It's the weekend starts Friday at Tech Vac High School. 6 to 8 is the beginning of the coaches clinic, and then Saturday we'll start the practices with the players. 10 to 12, and then 1 to 3 both Saturday and Sunday. So a big weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Yes. North End Skills Camp. Yes. Nathan Friesen, the offensive coordinator and the quarterbacks coach of the Winnipeg Rifles, talking about the big skills camp for the North End this coming weekend at Tech Vac. When we come back, lots more. We just never run out of things to talk about on the Huddle. This is the Huddle, community created on Shaw TV. Welcome back to the Huddle. Dave Donaldson has promised. What? The ref?
Welcome back.
I'm gonna laugh every time you say that.
Yeah, well, it's always fun. It's always good to have you on the show. What are we talking about today? I know we've talked about interference in the past, but this is one that we've never touched on. Loose ball interference or interference on a loose ball. It's a rule that never dawned on me, but I don't think I've seen it called very often.
You may. I mean, it occurs basically when an opponent deliberately interferes with someone either on kickoff, so it could be during a kickoff, dribble ball, wild snap. So let's say a center snaps the ball and the punter doesn't catch the punt, or the quarterback, and then you have players going in to get the ball, but one of the opponents actually prevents the other opponent from getting the ball. That's loose ball interference. So you can't prevent another opponent from going after the ball.
But once they get onto that pile, once they get into that scrum, that's an impossible call for you guys. You know that there's guys pushing other guys off the ball.
Well, that's where if you see two guys simultaneously, or at the same time, then it's judgment, right? Right. At that point, we wouldn't call anything. No. So it's before the ball's actually recovered.
So in other words, it's the ball snapped, the punter misses it. It's rolling around back there. The punter's regularly slow. Right. So some speedster's coming in, some guy who usually plays running back or receiver. Right. He takes out the punter, and the guy coming from the other side gets the ball. That's interference.
Absolutely, it is.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But if the three of them dive for the ball, right, you're not going to call anything.
Correct.
Yeah.
Furthermore, if there's a fumble, let's say on a kickoff return, sure, if we can picture that, right? Guy fumbles the ball, but his blockers are still engaged. How is he to know that his teammates fumbled the ball? So in that case, we wouldn't call interference as well, because it wouldn't make sense to you, right?
Exactly, it wouldn't.
Yeah.
Again, I don't think I've seen it called very often. And it would have to be pretty blatant for you guys to call it.
What happens in that situation is the ball is actually taken away, so it's loss of ball, and back to the opponent that the infraction was against. So, yeah.
Well done. You got it right today. Nice call.
You've been checking. Good.
What the ref? Dave Donaldson, everybody. A little round of applause. Dave Donaldson, referee, yes. The studio audience loves What the Ref. When we come back, we'll have lots more on the Huddle Community created on Shaw TV.
Wonderful. Thank you very much. Oh, boy. Thank you. You make me feel so young.
Think young. Pass it on.
You make me feel so spring has sprung.
Wow, what a show. Really busy. We had all those high school guys. We also had Nate Friesen, who was terrific. Yeah. A quarterback coach and the offensive coordinator of the Rifles. And he was the quarterback of the Bisons before you showed up.
He was with
you?
With me, yeah. We're good friends. He's running his North End Skills Camp, which is a fantastic camp for what they're doing. Dan Keith, I think, is with them. Nate Friesen and Curtis Stolt from Thompson is bringing down some of his players. So it's a big deal, and we're actually going to grab some of those players that are running that. They're going to be in the Six Nations Challenge.
Oh yeah, that's going on
in Brandon. Yeah, so it's a little bit of a way that we can grab a team from Manitoba or from Winnipeg and go into Brandon in July.
Which should be a tremendous event.
Or sorry, August.
August,
sorry.
Tremendous
event.
Lots of football. And we had Dave Donaldson, of course. And what the ref? Now you've seen that call made a few times. I don't
loose
recall
ball interference. Yeah,
don't recall it very often.
You see it in the higher levels. It's kind of like a smarter way, like, oh, there's a fumble in there, I'm getting you out of the way. Like when it's in the really amateur side of football, a ball's on the ground and everybody's just scrambling to get it, right? But guys are smarter in the higher end of, like when you get higher up into the football, they start getting smarter and being like nudging them out of the way in order for to get the ball. But it is a penalty. You don't see it a whole lot. No. But some of the guys that are smarter.
Anyway, I like those obscure calls.
Get by with
it's great to have Donaldson on the show. Next week, Dave will be back. What the Ref will return. And Nate Friesen's going to come back next week to talk about the Rifles. Yeah. So we'll have lots to talk about and lots more high school stuff and under 18 stuff. Mm-hmm. So there's lots going on. John Mackey, Scott Taylor, this is The Huddle, community created on Shaw TV. We'll see you next week.
The opinions expressed on the program you have just watched are not necessarily those of Shaw Cable Systems or of this station. Through our access policy, we provide the opportunity for community groups and individuals to express their points of view.
Oh, hi. I can't get enough of this magazine. Scott Taylor with the axe. Jeremy Withers from the Transcona Nationals Midgets. Carl Volney, running back, Winnipeg Blue Bombers. Oh, it's What the Ref, and I'm with the ref, Dave Donaldson. It will be busy. This is The Huddle, community created on Shaw TV.